Hi viewers, welcome to Simply Learn channel. Today we are going to see Microsoft PowerPoint basics. So these are the topics that we are going to discuss today. That is like how to create a PowerPoint style, how to change the background, how to add transition effect to a PowerPoint slide, how to add animation to text and images, how to add a table, to add or arrange shapes, how to add header, footer, page number to all slides. And other than that, like we'll cover some of the items that are available in the PowerPoint tool menu. So these are some of the basic items that you need to know when you want to create a PowerPoint slide. Let's go to the presentation. Okay, let me open PowerPoint application. Just go to the start menu, type Microsoft PowerPoint. Select the Microsoft PowerPoint application. I'm using 2010. Like whatever version you have, you can use it, because like since we are just covering basics, you can use any version that you want. So when you open a Microsoft PowerPoint, it will just defaultly create one slide for you. So you can either use that slide, or you can just go ahead and delete the slide by just selecting the slide and press delete. Okay, so we'll create our first slide with a blank layout. Okay, so in order to create a first slide, once you open the PowerPoint application, just go to the home tab, and here there is something called as new slide. So the shortcut is also mentioned. If you press Control M, it will create a new slide for you. For now, like we'll use the menu option, new slide. When you click new slide, there will be set of template or layout options that are displayed here. That is nothing but like the slide will be created with some template actually. For example, the first title slide will have two text box. So I'll just click it for demo purpose. If you see, the template is nothing but it defaultly adds two text box, one to add title and one with the subtitle, which is having some font style, different font style. So we'll there is no need to use the same layout. We can use a blank presentation. That is like we can create a blank slide also. So for demo purpose, we'll create a blank slide, and then like we will add more items to it. So I have created blank slide. Now if you see, like the number of slides that are available as part of this PowerPoint document will be displayed in the uh, displayed at the side, left side of the application. So this is the slide that we created. The first step is like when you create a slide, you want to insert some text. So in order to insert a text, we can just use the insert menu. So for our demo purposes, let's say like we are going to create a slide, PowerPoint slide for cartoon characters. So the main purpose of PowerPoint is to give presentation, or just present some data to a set of viewers. So this the application is created for the purpose of presentation. Okay, so if you want to present some data to some viewers, you can just put those data into a presentable format using Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, so as I said, like we'll just create a PowerPoint for cartoon characters. So just in order to insert a text, just go to insert menu. Here like there are set of options. Our first objective is just to insert a text. So here there is something called as text box. Just click it, and then like just select the text box and come to the slide, and then click on the slide. Here if you see, there is a cursor blinking. So here you can type anything. So demo pp present PowerPoint slide for cartoon characters. Okay, so we have inserted our first text to it. So you can put it anywhere, like based on the alignment, you can put it anywhere. So now if you see you want to change some font style. If you go to the font menu, there are a lot of options. Just select the text, select the home tab. Here you can see the font option is available. Here you can change whatever font you want, whatever size you want to keep, you can keep. Okay, so for presentation, I just select some default fonts. So if you want to give color, you can give color. You can bold, you can do italic. If you want to underline your text, you can do that. Okay. So we have added a text to the slide. Most of the time, like we want to insert a heading with some effects or some title with effect. We'll see if you want to have a title with some different color effects, Microsoft provides something called as word art. So this is nothing but the same text which predefined effects applied. So for example, I just want to insert a title called cartoon characters. So if you click on word art, which is available in the insert menu, and select any one for now. Here there is a option that is available for us to enter a text. Just click inside and enter whatever text you want. So I'm just deleting the default text. So I'm putting cartoon characters. Okay. So because this is the title for our presentation. So you can move that actually. You can select and you can use up and down arrow to move down or up. Or you can simply select the border and drag and drop. Okay. So we have created a word art kind of text for our title, but we don't like this particular style. So if you select the text and if you go to format tab, there are list of word art predefined templates that is provided by Microsoft. So you can just apply it and see. When you mouse over, it will get applied to the character that is present in the slide. You can apply anything actually. For now, this things looks good, so I applied this. So here we think we can increase the font for this also. To increase the font, the same thing. Just go to home menu and under the font option, you can increase the font size. I'll put 66. So this is how we can just create a title slide. So we have created a slide and we have added a title for it and also a simple caption for the title. So now we'll see how this will be presented in the presentation mode. In order to see that, select the slide, go to the ribbon menu where you can see slideshow, and here under the slideshow menu there are several options for the presentation mode. So whether I need to show all the slides from the beginning to last, or I need to start from the current slide which is selected, or you can just customize it. So those things can be covered in a different. So those things are not needed for basics. So for now, I am just giving from beginning. If you press from beginning, the presentation mode will start, and if you see, it will be displayed in the full screen. So if you press enter, it will move to the next slide. Since we don't have any slide, it will exit. Okay, so now like we have created a slide for our PowerPoint application. Say like I want to insert several slides, so I want to insert one more slide which will just talks about the cartoon characters. So in order to insert a slide, just click on the slides options in the left side. Just go to insert, sorry, just go to home, and there is something called as new slide. Again the same option, you can insert new slide. Or what other way is, just click here on the left side, right click, select new slide. Okay, so we have created one more slide. So what I'm going to give is like I'm going to list the characters that are available in cartoon character list. So I'm just going to insert menu, selecting text box. Again same, I'm just going to list Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Tom and Jerry. So these are the characters that are available. So we'll do some formatting on this. So for example, I just want to change the color to red. I will just bold the characters. Okay. So those can be applied from the font menu. And then like there are several options that are available. For example, like whether you want to keep the text closer. For example, if you see the menu, this is very tight. So all the characters will be very closer. This is normal. Sometimes like we want to keep the characters keep space between characters. In that case you can use this. Very loose will give more space, and also you can apply more spacing. For now I will go to normal. So whenever there is a need, you can use this option. And there is one more option next to it, which is changing the case. Sometimes like we will type all the thing, but like we later we realize that if it is a full capital case or uppercase, it will be helpful. In that case, you can just select the text that you want to change, and then go to font menu. There is an option called change case. Select it. If you want to do it lowercase, just select lowercase. If you want everything in uppercase, select uppercase. If you want to capital each word, you can do that. For now, I use capital each word. Okay. The next text formatting that we normally do is if we want to number each item. Okay. So go to the paragraph menu, which is next to the font, and then there is something called as numbering. Just click numbering. So it will put numbers for each item. Okay, so we have created item, we have applied some styles, we have changed the cases. Then we want to, if you see like between the first item and second item, there is no spacing. So we want to do some one line spacing or something. For that, just select the text, then just go to paragraph menu. Here there is something called as line spacing. Just select it. You can leave whatever line space you want. This is 1.5. If you want 2 between items, you can give 3.0. For now, like for a better view, I'm just giving 2.0. So this is how like you can just change the font and alignment related stuff. Okay. So suppose like if you are entering any paragraph kind of text, you can use paragraph alignment. So since like I didn't use any paragraph, I'm not going to use that. Okay. So this is one thing. Okay. So we have created two slides. One is title and one will cover the list of cartoon characters that are available. So we'll just quickly see the presentation mode for this. So I'm just going to slideshow from the beginning. So the first one is displayed as cartoon characters. and when you click uh, click using the mouse or press enter, it will go to the next slide. Okay, so if you want to go back to the previous slide, press up arrow. You can use down arrow to come to the next slide also. So I'm going back and forth. Okay, so if you press enter also, it will go. Since there is no slide after two slides, it will just exit the presentation mode. So so far we have created those things. So the next thing is like we want to apply transition effect between slides. That is, like, if you see, there is no effects that is applied. So when I press enter, it is just showing the next slide. There is no transition effects shown between the slides. So if you want to apply that, select the slide, first slide, and go to the menu, the top menu, where there is something called as transition. Select transition. Here, like, there are a lot of transition effects that are given. You can just select one and see how this is applied to our slide. If I select the effect, it will get applied to the current slide. Swipe, split. So likewise, like, you can apply any type of effects for each slide. So I normally like this cube kind of effect. Okay, so if you see the effect options, there are several options, whether the transition should come from right, bottom, left, etc., so that you can decide whatever thing you want. And there is something called, so we have applied for the first slide, but like I want the same effect to be applied for all slides. Then you can just press apply to all. Now, like, all the slides will have the same effects. So we have applied that. We'll see like how it is displayed in the presentation mode. Just go to slideshow and just select from the beginning. You see the first slide itself comes with the effect, the cube effect. If you press enter or down arrow, it will show the second slide with some cube effects. I'll just repeat. Yeah. So we have applied a transition for our slides. Now let's say, like, I want to insert a image or to the existing slide. So I want to show the list of a list of cartoon characters, and I just want to show the first character in the slide, first slide in the bottom of the slide. In order to insert a picture, just go to the insert menu, and here you can see there is something called as picture. Just select. It will just open the file dialog of your local machine. Just select or locate wherever the picture you have. I have stored the picture in my desktop, so just select and put insert. That's it. So if you see, like, your picture is inserted to the slide that you currently selected. So for alignment, I'll just drag it and put it here. So we have so far, like, we have applied the transition to slides, and then we have inserted text, and we did some alignment to the text, and then now, like, we have inserted a image also. So the next step is, like, I want to apply animation to text and image. So I want to apply animation to these two characters. So in order to apply that, just select whichever you want. Like, first I will apply animation to the image. So select the image, go to the menu, animation menu, and then click whatever animation effects you want. So it will get applied. So okay, I'll fix this animation for Mickey Mouse. So then we want to apply some effects to text. So in order to apply effects to text, you just click the text. Then again same, so just go to animation menu. So just select whatever animation you want. Okay. So for now, I'll just give fly in. So we have applied animation to text and image. Now we'll just see how it comes in the presentation mode. Either you can just give preview here to see it here itself, or normally it's better to see it in the slideshow. So just go to slideshow menu and click from the beginning. So if you see, the effects are applied to image and text. Okay, so if you see the animation, right, the animation will start play only when you click on the slide. Okay, so now but you can change that with the previous in the sense once after the previous animation is done from for our say, if you click previous, if there is an animation that played previously, it the next animation will start playing actually. So for example, I want to play the animation of the particular text once after the Mickey Mouse animation is played. So in that, you can just select with the previous, and for Mickey, I'm just pressing selecting the animation start as on click. That is, once the slide is shown, I have to click to see the Mickey Mouse animation to display. But the text animation will get executed once after the uh, Mickey Mouse animation completes. There is no need user intervention. So we'll see that now. So I'm clicking now. Sorry, since I give with the previous, it is coming with the previous also previous effects itself. That is it is coming along with the Mickey. This should be after previous. I'm sorry. Just go to slideshow. Okay, so I have pressed only for Mickey Mouse animation. The text animation got executed displayed once after the image animation is completed or displayed. So the another case for text animation is whenever there is a list of line items like 1, 2, 3. We don't want to display it all in one. So we want to display first item, second item, third item in a sequence. We want to display. For that, there is a trick that involved. So in order to do that, you just select the text. Normally, if you want to display the item in sequence, you have to select appear animation, and then just go to the effect option here. So if you see, there are lot of sequence mentioned here. One is whether it should come as one object or all in ones or by paragraph. So we want one by one, so we select by paragraph. Okay, so we have applied by paragraph. So here you can see this will be played first. They numbered also the animation. So image will be played first, second Mickey Mouse, third Donald Duck, fourth is Tom and Jerry. This is the sequence of the animation. We'll see like how it is coming in the presentation mode. I'm just clicking now. Since like it's one by one, somebody needs to press actually. So I'm just pressing one by one. So displayed one by one. Okay. So so far like we have discussed like how to create a slide and how to add a title slide, how to add a image, how to add a text, everything. So next thing we are going to see is how to add a background to a slide. So I just want to change the background for the current slide. In order to do that, just select the slide, right click on it, go to format background. Here you can see there is an option to pick the color. You can select any color actually. So if you select, it will automatically get changed in the current slide. So you can select any color like this and then click OK. So you have lots and lots of color that are available. So for now, like I'll just select some green. And if you want to apply to all the slide, you can just click apply to all. So if you give apply to all, it will be applied to all the slides. Just close. Just see on the presentation mode. If you see, it is applied to all the slides. Okay. So the next thing that we can see is how to add headers. So here like we have number of slides and it is going to keep on increasing based on like whatever we are adding. So in order to keep track of these slides in the presentation mode, it is better to add page numbers to it. And also like in some cases like during presentation, we also want to add headers and footers for the uh, presentation purpose. For example, like I just want to add header and footer for as my channel name. So in order to add header and footer, just go to insert, click on header and footer. So here you can add, if you want, you can add the time, and there is something called a slide number. If you want some footer text, you can add simply. If you want to apply this to current slide, you can apply. So it is applied. If you see, suppose like if you want to apply to all the slides, you can apply to all the slides. If you see, the date is displayed here, my footer is displayed here, and page number is also displayed here. You can see it quickly in the beginning menu. So date is displayed, the channel name is displayed, and then number is displayed. If you go to second slide, the page number is increased. Yeah, it is incremented. So this is how like we can just increase the increment the page number. Okay, so these are the some of the basic things that you can do using PowerPoint. There are few other things also you can do. You can add tables to a PowerPoint. You can add shapes to a PowerPoint. Maybe like we can see one. So insert a new slide by right click here on the left side and click new slide. Okay. So just go to insert and you will see there is something called as table. Here you can just see how many rows you want, how many columns you want. So if you see like based on how I drag to the columns and rows, the same number of columns is placed in the current slide. So for now, like I will have some 2 columns. Okay, so maybe I'll quickly insert. So for our characters, we need 3 columns for each characters. So the same thing you can. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give the number of characters and then the character name. So one is Mickey, 2 Ronaldo, and 3 Tom and Jerry. So if you see, like you can just represent the information in table form also. Also, you can apply the same animation effect to table also. So say whether it should appear from the. So anything you want, like whatever thing you want, you can just apply. Okay. So this is how like we can apply a table. You can create a table. You can just see it in the presentation mode also. This is our slide. If you see, like we have created a table and we have even applied the animation to the table. So okay, sometimes like we want to create shapes also. For example, like I want to put a circle here and then I want to do some work on that. For that, like you can go to insert menu and there is something called as shapes. Here they have provided list of shapes. There are a lot of shapes that are provided. For example, like if you want to do a flowchart kind of stuff, you can just click the thing and you can draw here. So whatever shape you want, you can draw. So if you want to put arrow, put arrow. So this is how, like if you want to draw something in the presentation, you can do that. Another thing is like there is something called as smart art. So they have provided some predefined art for set of items. For example, like if you see, like if you have some list of objects that can be displayed on top of object, I will just apply and show you. In here, in our case, like we have set of we have a set of items, or you can say list of items. So say suppose like we don't want it in plain text, we want to apply we want to have the text on top of a object. In that case, you can just go to smart art, and if you go to list, since it's our list, I'll just seeing like whether there is anything that is suitable for our list. So here you can just click on this. So if it is list, you can use I'm sorry. Just select this. Okay. Okay. So basically like you can apply that. Okay. So with that, like we'll conclude, and sometimes like if you Okay, you can draw shapes, and then like if you want to add more shapes also you can do. And if you want to change the color of the shape, just to go here and then change the color. This will change the border color. If you want to fill the color, just fill it with anything. Okay. So if you see, like I have placed two objects. One is circle. On top of circle, like I have a overlap for rectangle. Suppose like I want to bring circle in front of rectangle. That is like circle should be top of rectangle. Then you can just right click on rectangle, and there is something called a send to back. So if you see, you can rearrange shapes also. So based on your need, you can do that. Okay. So these are the basic items that are available in PowerPoint, wherein like you can use and extensively and create your own presentation. For now, like I'll just conclude the demo by showing our presentation. Thank you, guys. Thanks for watching Simply Learn channel. If you like the tutorial, just put a like, but press the like button and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you.